represent our department here on human rights, and he's going to give a quick speech on human rights and the International Day of Peace and the relevance.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would like to begin by recognizing the traditional owners of the land where we are meeting today, the Wajak Lunga people of Perth, and I would like to pay my respect to the past and the present generation and also for the future. It's really a great honor, a great privilege for me to come here and to say a few words about peace on this important day, International Day of Peace. You know, the preamble of the Constitution of UNESCO says, since wars begin in the minds of men, it's in the minds of men that the defense of peace must be constructed. It means that the idea was that if we educate people more, if we create institutions, have more development, and people become more educated, then the world will become a very peaceful place. We have had education for a long time now, almost in 4 corners of the world. There are schools, not enough, but very much expanding. We have development. The world has developed significantly. There's economic development, there's military development, but peace is not within reach yet. The world is very much not a peaceful place, especially now. So it's very important to think, reflect, especially in times of like today, to think what is the best way to achieve peace? Why is the world not becoming a peaceful place at a time when a lot of people have access to technology, at a time when a lot of people are educated, going to school, significant technological advances, we are going to spaces, different new planets, but the world has become a dangerous place for so many people. A peace scholar by the name John Galtung said that if we do 2 things, we can have peace in the world. There's 2 things. The first, he said, was let's promote 2 important things. 1, equity. What he means by equity is to cooperate, to work together for mutual and equal benefits. The world is a very much unequal place at the moment. Studies show that the wealth of 1% of the global population is equal to the rest of 99%. Significant development projects and programs do not benefit poor people, they benefit the rich and the powerful. Without equity, we cannot have peace. So we have to work, find a way to cooperate and work together for mutual and equal benefit. That is one of his proposals. The second proposal is empathy. We have to understand the way people understand themselves. We have to learn to suffer the suffering of others. We have to learn to enjoy the joy of others. If we don't have that heart of empathy, to understand others, not in the way we want them, but in the way they understand themselves, we cannot cooperate and have peace. So peace is very much a work of the heart, not just the mind. These 2 things. And he also added 2 other things. If we address or resolve 2 things on top of equity and empathy, then we'll have peace in the world. What are the things that we need to resolve? The first one is unresolved trauma or historical trauma. A lot of people are born into communities, into societies that have carried significant wounds in their hearts from their history. Indigenous people, people who are living in various places, colonized, exploited places. People are born into different types of historical trauma, a trauma that passes from generation to generation. We have to recognize what happened in the past to these people, to what type of context they are born into, and address their situation in order to bring peace to the world. Address historical trauma. And the last proposal was address ongoing unresolved conflicts. Last year and before last year, out of 163 countries, only 11 countries were peaceful. For the last 25 years, conflict in the world, the deaths of the number of people dying in battlefields has been increasing significantly. In this world today, right now, 60 million people are running for their lives. They don't have states, they are refugees. More than twice the population of Australia are refugees today. If we can't address unresolved conflicts, crisis, we cannot have peace in the world. This is a massive work. One person, few people, one country may not address it, but all of us can do something about it in our own ways. At the Center for Human Rights Education, where I teach, we try to teach students about peace, about human rights, not understanding simply the laws and principles, because human life cannot be dictated only by laws and principles. We need to address the inside part, people's ways of understanding, tradition and culture. So we try to understand human rights from the perspective of cultures, religions, and experiences, and we do research around these important topics. So the last word I want to leave to you is that peace is a matter of relationships. It's a matter of how we relate to ourselves inside, within ourselves, and it's how we relate with each other as human beings. If we work together, we can create that moment that can electrify others and become peaceful and happier beings. It's all about the ability to live without becoming a source of anxiety for others. How can we live by becoming a reason for the happiness of other people? That's what peace takes, and I hope we'll try to achieve that, at least individually and in our communities. Thank you for listening to me. May peace prevail on earth.